Hold on to your feathers, everyone, as this is gonna be a doozy. Womas and Wufon are here to peck, parry, and goopify their way through the constant, and with this special cameo from a certain bearded fellow, I'm thinking we're gonna have some great fun here today. So let's get to it. Right to it, in fact, as this character's so involved, we've got no time for tradition. But Womas here boasts a terrible curse, a Puffin curse. Come a full moon, our new friend Wufon here becomes a humanoid rat with wings and suddenly gains a plethora of bonuses. He will gain 5 times the work efficiency over others, jet feathers may occasionally drop while doing said work, and finally a 25% speed boost is applied and active at all times up until the transformation ends within 3 minutes. But with positives will come negatives as always, so also bear in mind how Wufon will be absolutely terrible in combat, as he will deal a whopping 1 damage per hit, all the while taking 2 times the damage as he would otherwise, which ain't great, and we're not even done yet. For you see, while Wufon will be unable to equip anything, not even our character's specific items we'll soon be discussing, we can top things off here with the fact that the constant doesn't take too kindly to human-shaped birds running around, and I wouldn't blame you if you're starting to think things are looking pretty grim. But are they? As Wufon here may hold more secrets than you think. Small creatures like birds, rabbits, and even butterflies will not flee from Wufon, so take advantage of that. To further this mechanic, note that even the big bad Mama Moose Goose and them pesky tall birds will also remain neutral to Wufon up until we're back to Womas. To continue, while Wufon himself will see a significant drain on their sanity when in Puffin power, other characters will gain sanity when nearby their new bird buddy. Wufon has built-in winter insulation that may be slight, but is still going to have an impact, as you can see. Just note that while the exact opposite isn't exactly true, Wufon will still heat up more than others overall, making for harder cooling overall itself. And oh yeah, did I mention that he was a Jesus Puffin? Because Wufon here is a flippin' Jesus Puffin, everyone. Be mindful though, while we will gain a little bit of wetness over time while doing this for sure, that is the least of your worries. Cause if you mistime the 3-minute transformation, you will be drowning in Davy Jones's locker in a flash. And folks, there you have it. There's Wufon for you essentially. But hold up, Beard. Are you telling me that all of that is locked behind full moon nights? Nope, not when Puffle Pills exist, that is. Costing 1 jet feather, beef loafer, and 2 goop. Stuff we'll be talking about real soon here. Puffle Pills will allow for Womas to instantly transform into Wufon, and vice versa. Yup, simple enough. Except it's not. It's not at all. For you see, goop is extremely rare apparently. Potentially dropping from any mob anytime Womas kills it. Goop lasts for 15 days and can be eaten for 6 hunger and 2 sanity if one do so chooses. However, that would be a complete waste in my opinion. What you truly want to do is use 2 goops to make goop galore. And no, not kidding, that's what it's named. Now granting 15 hunger, health, and sanity a munch, goop galore is going to impact both Womas and Wufon in its own way. Womas will gain a 30% damage boost overall for 4 minutes, while also netting a built-in 20% damage reduction mechanic when getting hit himself, which is not bad. While Wufon, on the other hand, will now be even more insane when it comes to work efficiency, to the point where resources just cease to exist in a single click it seems, as well as even more speed. An additional 25% increase on top of the original 25% to be exact, so oh yes, goop galore indeed. But folks, believe it or not, we've only just hit the halfway point for this character, as now it's time for Womas himself to truly shine. The guy will spawn into the world with his personal phone turned ancient device that will act as a portable light source for a full day, grant some sanity over time when held, and will be refuelable if need be. Do note though, the phone will completely break come 0%, and you'll have to craft another unless you've got the usuals. Or Niter. Niter works here too for some reason. But you know what else works? The Ancient Devices Navigadget mechanic. Now, if you've ever played Wheeler within Don't Starve Hamlet, this should be familiar. But essentially what is happening here is we're telling the device to locate the nearest source of whatever we happen to be scanning at that time, and at the end of the day, it's very likely we can find just about anything with this. So have fun. To continue, Womas also has a Viking Sword at hand at the cost of twigs, pigskin, and flint that will boast 150 uses, 45 damage in Womas' hands and 34 in others, the ability to gain damage over time per hit up to 60 damage total, and finally, a parrying mechanic that will reflect 25% of the incoming damage back at the attacker. Now this might look like I'm getting hit still, but I'm not. No damage being taken, as you can see. So enjoy it, but mind the 12-second cooldown between parries. Womas can also craft the Cozy Camper backpack that is essentially a slightly more expensive piggyback clone that will grant a sanity regeneration effect that is high enough to counter the cave sanity drain, and that's the whole flippin' point. It's good stuff. Cooler nets are brought to us by Womas as well, and at the cost of a bug net itself, electrical doodads, and cutstone, we can have an upgraded bug net boasting 100 uses total and its very own insect storage unit to go along with it. And I like this. I like this a lot. And lastly, the Nordic Vest and hats. The former cost jet feathers, pigskin, and rope for a clothing item that will keep Womas slightly cooler in summer, provide 20% wetness protection, last for 8 days, and even grant a small sanity regeneration effect. The latter also costs jet feathers alongside some bone shards and a straw hat for 70% wetness protection, lightning prevention, and 10 days of durability instead. But both will definitely be making you one dapper dude for sure. And to wrap up our day, a few last notes and listen-ins. As yes, Womas and Wufon here have some distinct voices, so give them an ear. But the thing is, folks, those aren't the only additional bits of content to be seen, heard, and enjoyed with this mod, as the modders themselves went above and beyond with 9 unique skins to choose from, including a very familiar face that I just can't seem to place for some reason. But before we truly go, I must also point out how each and every one of these skins also received a unique portrait to go along with them too, and my gosh, so much work just here alone. So much love shown. Seriously, Miz and company have done it again, everyone. Please be sure to show them and Womas here some love. But don't forget about Wufon. Thanks for watching, folks. Well wishes to all, bird noises, and I'll see you in the next one. Who knows? We might one day have an official beard mod. Bye-bye.